The top 1% service businesses have been keeping these 6 apps from you. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what they are, how they work, and how you can start implementing them into your business in order to make more money and ultimately level up. And if you stick around to the end, I'm also going to share with you an AI tool that I use. And it not only gets me customers, but it also quotes them for me and schedules them for me on my calendar without me having to do anything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Okay, this might sound crazy to you right now, but when I show you how it works, it's going to make a lot more sense. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stick around to the end. But the first app that I want to lead with is an app that allows you to keep track of your current client list. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, one of the most expensive parts about running a business is acquiring new customers. And in order for us to get more customers, we need to make sure that we're taking care of the ones that we already have and keeping track of them and re-soliciting them for more services that we can offer them. So QuoteIQ is the app that I use for this. This is because it keeps track of customers, allows me to leave notes under their contacts, tracks every single estimate and invoice that I send to them underneath their customer profile. That way I can always keep up with what I did for that customer and how much I charged them for it, as well as it keeps track of all their service addresses. So for anybody who does work for property managers or people that manage multiple properties, you can have all that information under one contact. And it does all of this stuff for completely free. So I'll leave a link to QuoteIQ to be the first link in the comment section and the description. I highly recommend, if you guys don't have a tool right now to keep track of your current customers, you need to get one. For the longest time in my business, I had no way to keep track of customers, so I was always on the hunt for new ones. And anytime an old customer would reach out for a reservice, I would have to say, hey, what did we do last time? Or, I didn't know what I charged, so I couldn't go up on my pricing. So it really just didn't reflect well on myself and my company and my professionalism and how organized I was. QuoteIQ also does a couple of other things. You can send estimates from it, invoices, keep track of customers, collect payments, as well as you can get tons of reviews using the review multiplier tool on the end of invoices. And those are all things that you can do for absolutely free. So if you haven't checked it out already, first link in the comment section and the description. The next app that I want to tell you guys about is the Lead Generator. This tool actually allows you to put in your perfect customer avatar, whether that be real estate agents, property managers, restaurants. And then what it does is you put in your perfect customer avatars, the people that you want to target, and then it gives you meta verified contacts with emails, phone numbers, addresses, so that we have all the info that you need in order to start reaching out to those businesses and offering them your service. So for anybody out there that's like, man, if I just got one property manager underneath my belt that I could service all their properties, I mean, one contact could make you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of the lifetime of that customer. Now, the biggest thing to keep in mind is when you get this giant list of customers is nobody cares about your business, okay? And if you keep this in mind, you're going to do a lot better when it comes to reaching out to these people, because when we reach out, we want to make sure that it's all about how we're adding value to their company. So for example, if I'm reaching out to restaurants, I'm letting them know, hey, we service all of the XYZ restaurants in your area. We'd love to get you on the schedule. I'm letting them know that I know how important dumpster pad cleaning is for, the health and sanity of the people that frequent there. I'm letting them know, hey, we recently serviced this other restaurant that was out of code. They were, risking getting a $500 violation, whatever the case may be. Everything that I'm sending with regards to trying to solicit business from these different prospects is value for them and what I can do for them, rather than just letting them know about my business. And I'm going to give you guys an email outline strategy of an email that we sent that landed us over $70,000 in quotes here a little bit later in the video. But let's go ahead and get into the next app. This next one, if you don't know about it already, you need to know about it. It's called Google Local Service Ads. And basically what it is it allows you to get your Google business profile account verified by Google. It is a little bit of a process. You have to do a background check. You have to provide all of the documentation for your business showing that you are a legitimate business, as well as, get a certain amount of reviews and things of that nature. But basically, whenever you get through that whole process and you get your account Google Local Service Ads certified, then you get priority ranking within the Google search if they do have Google Local Service Ads for your particular service business. So for instance, like somebody searches up pressure washing, I have a local service ad running. So I will be first and foremost at the top of that search, as well as within the 3-pack of the GMB. Oftentimes they'll place a Google Local Service Ads certified company in that 3-pack. So I'm able to rank higher in multiple different places. So not only do I have my organic GMB profile, but I also have local service ads set up as well. So it gives me multiple ways to get in front of customers, and it gives me priority over other people. The thing that I like about it most, though, is it's not like Google Ads where you're paying per impression. For this, you're actually paying for whenever people call you. So you're basically guaranteed leads or you don't pay at all. So that's the most beautiful piece about this. So as long as, Google has your service listed under Google local service ads, you can set up your account, go through the process, then you get to choose your service areas and how much money you want to spend. And there's a couple little tweaks and tricks that we actually teach within our coaching group on how to rank the highest within local service ads. But one of the biggest ones is just getting reviews. Reviews are king. Just like any other place, you want to make sure you're able to differentiate yourself from all the other businesses that are listed. And one way that you can do that is being Google certified. The second way is, having a ton of reviews. So highly recommend, if you guys haven't checked out Google local service ads, be sure to check it out. Be sure to set up your account. It does take a little time to get set up because you do have to go through the setup process, but it's well worth it once you do get set up. So with that being said, let's get into the next app. The next one is a mass email app. Now, we've used SendGrid in the past. We've used other ones like MailChimp. Currently, we use QuoteIQ, and QuoteIQ integrates with the SendGrid app, so that way everything is done in one place and everything is kept track in one place. But the beauty of this is you're actually able to leverage your client list of current customers, and then you're able to leverage any of your lead generator client list as well. So you can actually import different client lists into here for different types of emails. You can send email based upon tags. You're actually going to get different email analytics once you send them, things like open rate, things like click-through rate, also delivery rates. So that way you're kept up to date on everything that happened with regards to that email campaign. And like I told you guys before, I'm going to give you kind of the structure that we used in order to land $70,000 in quotes off of one email. And that is to send offers. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that we have some type of an offer listed, whether that's just like, hey, get a free quote, or whether it's we're offering 15% off, for this month only, or it's a free driveway cleaning with any roof wash, or it's a free window clean with any house wash, whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you're placing offers in here and you're giving customers incentive to act on those offers and take advantage of those, so that way they take an action. Okay, if there's no offers, then there's no reason for them to do anything. The other thing that you need to keep in mind with regards to using email as a way to get customers is you need to have subject lines that grab attention. Okay, so you guys know how many emails that you get on a daily basis. Really pay attention to the ones that you actually click on and take an action from, because that's going to tell you everything you need to know with regards to how you need to start structuring your own email subject lines. And then the last piece of advice that I have for you guys to maximize on this particular form of marketing to your customer or your client list is the body text needs to be to the point and simple. I think too often people overcomplicate it. They put way too much information in here. I like to keep all of my body text with a need to know basis, and everything that I say needs to forward the fact that I'm trying to get them to take an action. So keep it simple with regards to everything you put within the email. Make your subject lines catchy, and then make sure you have some type of an offer in there that's going to make somebody take an action. Like I said, this strategy landed us $70,000 in quotes off of one email, so I know it's going to work for you as well if you follow those principles. The next app I want to get into is a texting app. Now, you can use Twilio for all your mass text communications. Like I said, we use QuoteIQ, which integrates with Twilio and allows you to send them all from one place, so that way I'm not having to get 5, 10, 20 apps to just do a bunch of different things. I can do them all from one place. But basically, mass text is way better than email from the perspective of the open rates are much higher. So email open rates, can range anywhere from 20 to 35% on average, I would say. Some people can get higher, depending upon what the subject line is and everything else. But for texting, email rates are consistently above 90%. And so you're going to give yourself a large competitive advantage whenever you're sending texts. You're going to give yourself an even better competitive advantage when you combine text and email. Now, the only problem with text is you can't really say as much because there is character limits on text, and we like to keep it brief, so you have to say a lot less. The good thing is you can kind of combine these efforts, and you can let customers know that you sent them an email with more information, but here's the deal that they need to act upon. So texting is an awesome way to get in front of our customers and stay in front of our customers. This is why I told you guys it's so important to make sure you're keeping up with that client list and you are adding to that client list using a tool like the lead generator. But keeping up and reservicing our clients is one of the best ways to continue to make sure that we're making money in our company, because these people know, like, and trust us already. They know that we do a good job, and they know that we're going to only continue doing that. The next app I want to talk to you guys about is a text and email automation app. Now, for this one, once again, we use QuoteIQ. Now, there are different apps that you can use for this. The good thing that I like about QuoteIQ is that you basically have email set up in place based upon triggers of things that happen within the app. So, for example, we have a couple different triggers that happens when a customer pays an invoice. First and foremost, they're going to get an email from us thanking them for their business and letting them know how much we appreciate them. They're going to get another text reminding them to leave a review if they hadn't already. And then they're also going to get a follow-up email about 11 months later reminding them that it's time to get back on the schedule again. Now, if you service customers more frequently, you can, change that duration of time. But the most beautiful part about it is it makes sure that I'm sending out my texts and emails without me having to think about it. Because honestly, when you're servicing 10, 20, 30, 40, and sometimes even more customers on a weekly basis, for you to have to remember all those things and then text all those people individually, this takes all that off of your plate, and it just makes sure that it's handled on autopilot. So highly recommend, if you guys don't have any text and email automation in place, be sure to set it up with InQuote IQ. The triggers are when an estimate is created, when an estimate is accepted, when an invoice is paid, and there's one more that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it just works really well to stay in contact with these customers in an automated fashion. One other example for you guys: whenever we go out to do a house wash, if an estimate is accepted, we let them know beforehand, hey, please have any furniture removed from the house. In the event that we have to move furniture, there is a $100 upcharge, and this just keeps everything on the square with regards to our expectations for the customer and what they can expect from us, and it just handles it for us, so we don't even have to think about it. So text and email automation, very, very important. Now, if you guys made it this far in the video, I'm going to give you guys my AI tool that does a bunch of things for me, basically quotes and schedules people 24/7 for me. Now, this one actually saved my company thousands and thousands of dollars. For any of you guys who spend money on marketing, you know how expensive it can get. And you know how when you get a customer to click through, you want that customer to ultimately take an action and make a purchase because we paid for that customer to come through. So I was paying for a bunch of different Google ads, sending people directly to my website, and I noticed that the conversions were not that good. So I looked at it and I said, what is the issue here? And I noticed that all I had was a website form. I also had my phone number on there, but I had a long website form with all these different questions: name, phone number, address, what it is they were looking to get quoted for, and just so many questions. And I noticed that there wasn't a lot of upside for the customer. They're going to fill out all this stuff, give me all their information for what? There's nothing even guaranteed on the back end. So what we did is, instead of me continuing to waste thousands and thousands of dollars every single month pushing people to my website, I put in a tool that could actually capture the lead and give them what they wanted most, and that is a quote. Using InstaQuote and InstaSchedule, customers can now hit my website. They can get presented with every single service that I offer, which automatically upsells them on all the other services that are listed. So if they came there for pressure washing and they see gutter cleaning or they see window cleaning, they can now give themselves a quote on that. And then it takes them through the process of asking them questions, upselling them. In the event that they have different elements to their house, it can charge them extra. And then at the end, I get all their contact information, and ultimately they get what they want, and that is an estimate from me. I can then see that they viewed the estimate. They can then accept the estimate, and in the event that they do, they're going to be presented with my schedule to actually request a calendar spot on my schedule. Now, let me tell you guys, there's a few magical moments in your life. This is one of them. When a customer goes to your website, they quote themselves, and then they accept their estimate and request a date on the schedule. This is the most incredible thing ever, and this is something that happened because we implemented InstaQuote from Quote IQ on the website. So now not only am I taking advantage of all those paid leads that I'm sending to my website, now they're actually able to get what they want. And in the event that they don't accept the estimate, I just give them a call and I say, hey, our estimate software sometime is off by a little bit. Let me get you guys a little bit of a discount if you want to get on the schedule now. And 9 times out of 10, that works. So at the end of the day, I'm getting all that information. I'm either making a little bit more money because they come through InstaQuote, or I'm closing them on the back end. Doesn't matter. If I do close them off of the site, then the site's going to schedule them. So it handles everything for me. I love it. It's one of the best tools that I ever put in place on my website. So if you guys made this far in the video, comment down below the word of the day, which is customers, and I'll hashtag you a real one. And if I missed any apps in this video, please let me know down below which ones you use to get more customers. I'd love to hear them from you. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. But my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and until next time, hustle hard, get that money, baby. Peace.